Cheryl, Atlanta said that focus was off in practice today, that you had to get on them. Is that true? How would you classify practice today?
Oh, that was accurate. Practice was okay, but they, sometimes you got to recognize. I'm going, are they wanting me to step in here, or are they going to figure it out? So I needed to be the one to step in. They knew it. It's just more of, hey, it's been a long week. I knew it was going to be, potentially. That's why we wanted to kind of short and sweet, but then it didn't become necessarily as short as it maybe could have been. So it's the nature of it. I think being self-aware, I go, hey, this feels a lot like such and such day. And they're like, yeah, remember what that looked like. So luckily tomorrow's the game, not today.
Do you view this as a team of overachievers?
I think your definition of overachieve, I think that might have been true last year. I don't know that it's true this year. Because we had such a new group last year as we were kind of coming together. We had players that 2 years prior, like a Land that wasn't in the league and was trying to find her way. What we have evolved into is not overachieving. That's kind of how I look at it.
You've had a lot of practices. Is there a little bit of a disadvantage to not being able to play a game in 6 days, or do you view it more as you get more time to work on what you need to clean up for the end of the season?
I always appreciate the question. When you don't have any days of practice, when you do have days of practice, right, neither one ever seems to be great. So I think the 2 days off that we had in the beginning of the week was very valuable. Having 3 days remaining, I think everyone would tell you it's just a little too long. Is there an advantage or disadvantage? It depends what you make of it. I mean, you can use that. You can use no practice time as an excuse, or you could use too much practice time or too much time off. I just think you take it as it comes and value whatever you need to value out of it. And we got a game tomorrow at 1, regardless of how long it's been since we played. So hopefully
now you got 5 games in 9 days.
Then I was going to say, then we turn into that, and you'll be asking about the lack of practice time, and I'll go, wait, we had that week of practice, remember? So.
Has been time really valuable for someone like May? Obviously, she's fitting so seamlessly, but to work on specific things to really ingrain in her.
I think Nay and Jay and even Cam, like the newcomers, it's been very good for them. Rather than just kind of showing up for game days and feel like you don't know anything. You can't participate in the games because you really don't know anything, whatever. So, no question those guys have benefited.
I know you guys play a lot of on a string team defense, but do you feel like Elena Smith is one of the more underrated defenders in this league?
I don't think she's underrated anymore. Only underrated if you're not watching and you don't understand defense. She was terrific last year. She was on an all-defensive team last year. I don't think she's underrated. I do think that her shot blocking has gone to another level. Her and Fee, we lead the league in block shots. Leanna is a big part of that. And if she's underrated, I think people aren't paying attention.
You think she should be a front runner for DPO?
Yep. Yeah, we talked about that when we were in New York. There's no question that she's one of the best defensive players in the league, for sure.
Do you have an update on Nafisa at all?
I don't. Just other than we're tracking as we thought.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything from, specifically from Fee or from our training staff that any timelines or anything.
Do you anticipate her to return before the regular season ends, or?
Yes, that's an easy one.
Okay. Yeah.
I had to think for a second when the regular season ended. That would be really problematic if she wasn't able to. No, she'll be back soon.
Are there progress reports? Is she out of the walking boot now?
She is. Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't want to say anything that isn't accurate because I know that there's all these things that when a player wears a boot, sometimes it's precautionary. Sometimes they do it only when they're at home, and sometimes, so there's a bunch of things. Where she's at in that progress, I don't know. Because if I tell you she's out of the boot, but you found her over at a pizza parlor wearing a boot, then I'm a liar. And I don't want to do that because I don't know exactly everything she's doing. I know that she's at the point where she's running and doing what she's supposed to be doing at this point in the process.
There's no minimum game requirement for those postseason or the season-long awards, and he's obviously a front runner for MVP. But I don't think any MVP, when I looked it up, has played less than 5 games. Do you think that is it reasonable to expect a player to play 80% of the season to be eligible?
I think those things are all subjective. I think there's all these voters, and they have all reasons why they vote for players and that sort of thing. those things will take care of themselves.